With management coaching staff here, obviously with the acquisitions that we did this off season, with us acquiring Mark Dekinich, a lot of people might have thought that we would have gone out and got a veteran guy, but that's the amount of faith that they've shown in me this off season, like you were saying, and it's up to me to go out there and prove them right. I'm sure there's going to be people out there that don't agree with it, but myself personally and the organization, we believe that I can do the job with the help of obviously Mark coming in, and with Mark in particular too. I think it's going to be a good working relationship. We're both young guys. He's eager to learn too. I think it's going to be good for two guys around a similar age. He's 2 years older than I am, to be pushing each other every day, and it's something that I think this season's going to be a lot of fun for us.
Much different does it feel just as a player going in? Not that you guys didn't lead last year, but with the acquisitions that were made, is there a difference? How does it feel? Expectation level, whatever word it might be?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of sense of confidence coming into this season. Obviously with the moves that Scott made this summer, guys, you can't help but feel a little bit more confident when you see the pieces that were added. Obviously with Jeff Carter and Wisniewski on the back end, guys that are coming off huge seasons. You can't help but feel good going into the year. Obviously losing Christian this summer with his pectoral muscle, that's a big loss. But they went out and got Vinny Prospel right away, and so I think for the guys in the dressing room, you can't help but feel a little bit of confidence going into the season. A lot of excitement just to see what this team can do. As you look at the team on paper, it's a good hockey club, but like we say, always you never know until you start playing, and we just have to get out there and start fast.
What's the most important thing, over the next month, to get you ready for the season? What do you individually and as a team need to get out of the game?
Yeah, just for myself individually, it's just to get the time in with Ian Clark on the ice, make sure that we're working on the fundamentals, and the new things that we're learning, make them become second nature and not have to think about what you're doing. And then for the team as a whole, it's just to build that chemistry with the new guys that we've got coming in. They've been in different organizations, different systems, so it's just to build the relationship there and start knowing where each other is on the ice without even having to look. So training camps is a big part of the season. It's where a lot of preparation is made, obviously, and for us it's going to be a big training camp to move forward into what's hopefully going to be a great year.
Steve, is it fair to say that if you return to form you had a couple of years ago, that this is a playoff team, and if you don't, you're not?
Well, I think with any hockey club, no matter what your offense or defense is, at the end of the day, it comes down to your goaltender. If you have a goaltender playing well, you're in any game. But if you're not playing up to par, then you're hurting the team. So for myself, yeah, it'd be great to get back to my first season's form, if you will. And I think if I can get to that level or somewhere close to that level, or even better than that, then yeah, I believe it's a playoff team. And I think if you ask any guys in the room that we believe we can do it. Just because of that confidence that you have with the new acquisitions and just with the internal growth as well.
It's a better team, to be fair. I mean,
yeah.
You have a better team in front of you now, and that also makes a difference as well.
Yeah, definitely. It is a better team. It's just to put everything together now. I think the organization, from a management side, has done their part. It's up to the players to do their part and really put the on-ice product into full effect, and give the organization and the city of Columbus and all the fans what they deserve, and that's playoff hockey.
Mentally, what does Ian stress with you?
It's just to kind of just forget about what's happened. Starting from scratch, he's doesn't really he doesn't care what's gone on the past previous 3 years. It's what's going on what's going to happen this season. It's a big year for myself personally and for this organization. So it's just to go in with a clear mindset and really just to enjoy it. Hockey's a fun game to be able to play, and it's not to come to the rink every day and dread it. It's just to go out there and have fun.
Steve, when you heard the team was making all these moves, what was your initial thought? Just wow.
Yeah, well, I think everybody has really been looking forward to a summer like that, where the organization would go out and not just acquire your average NHL player. We've gone out and acquired NHL All-Stars, guys who are coming off 51 points from a defensive standpoint. So the guys that we picked up are going to contribute right away. And I think as a player, from my personal standpoint, there's nothing but excitement, and just proud to be a Blue Jacket right now, just because of what this organization's gone out and done.
Steve, getting back to what you talked about, not having to think too much. It seemed in your playoff year that you are able to anticipate and react, that you're able to rely on the guys in front of you to clear the pucks out of the crease, and that you're able to anticipate the play, and that hasn't been able to be, it doesn't seem to have been in existence as much the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Is that a big part of your...
I mean, my first year, didn't have a goalie coach around, so it was really just me going out and playing my game and just reacting. You didn't have somebody that was in your ear, trying to fix things when, inside your head you didn't think things need to be fixed. So, obviously with a new fresh start with Ian Clark coming in, it's not just a fresh start on the ice, it's a fresh start with a new goalie coach, and really looking forward to that. And I think that the track record that he has with the goaltenders that he's worked with, the success is there with them, and I have no doubt, and Ian has no doubt, that it's just going to translate into my game as well, and into a great season.
Did that feel good that the Blue Jackets are making an investment in a goaltending coach?
Absolutely. I've had a great relationship with Dave Rook, and I thank him for everything that he's done. But now, obviously, moving on with Ian Clark, it's great to have him here, full time every single day of the season, traveling with the team. It's invaluable, and for a goaltender, it's nice to have that guy to listen to your thoughts. Have him giving pointers here and there, and mainly just to keep you fresh. Day in, day out in practice, is just to have him there, kind of watching over, making sure that if he sees something that isn't correct or something that you can work on, it's nice to have that there every single day, and it's just a better way of keeping you.
Just wanted to ask about your experience with the BioSteel camp this summer. Do you think that helped with putting a little more edge on getting yourself ready for the big challenge?
Yeah, it was actually really good. I skated there for 2 weeks in Toronto, and just to be around the caliber of NHL talent that was there was huge. Coming into the season, skating 2 weeks prior to coming to Columbus with that level of talent, it helps prepare you for what's to come this season, and definitely really feel good on the ice right now.
Great. Did Ian get to attend that camp with you as well, or were you working separately?
No, Ian didn't come to those camps. He came 2 weeks prior to that, two previous weeks throughout the summer. We just worked one-on-one. I had a couple of shooters with guys that I worked out with in the summertime, working on just goalie-specific drills and just building a relationship off the ice as well. So Ian wasn't at the BioSteel camp, but he was there for weeks prior to that.
And speaking of relationships, we've seen you and Mark already talking a bit, both through the Twitter medium and through in person. The question every Blue Jackets fan wants to know, have you gotten your dogs together for a play date yet?
Not yet, but that'll happen sooner or later. Obviously, I think they're both two pretty cute dogs, so they'll be united soon. Great.